Hi guys! Today I want to talk about the Healing Local profile, what it looks like, and also what to think about while you're going through and filling out your profile, filling out your information. Now, first I want to just walk through what the profile looks like and where each piece of information ends up. But then after that, I'm going to walk over here to the profile builder and talk you through some things to think about while you're filling out your profile and practice information. Now this is so straightforward, you're really not going to go wrong, but there's just a few elements to think about and include so that your practice really shines and so that a potential patient can get the information they need to decide to work with you as your health client. So to get started, let's take a look at the profile overall. So this is what we're looking at here. I'm just going to run down the page and talk about each of these elements in turn. So to begin with, we have a banner image. Now this image should be in landscape format, and what I would suggest is putting an image of your clinic up here, or potentially an image of some of the benefits a patient or health client could expect to find through working with you at your practice. This is just really something to capture attention to make your practice stand out. So choose this image carefully. On the right-hand side here, in this sidebar that extends down, we have information about the individual practitioner, so about you. A little bit less about your practice, more about you personally. So of course we have a headshot here. Choose a professional headshot that really gets across your character and who you are. We have your name, of course, and then any certifications that you have will go ahead and follow on that name. Right here, this filler text, it's currently just Latin filler text, but what you're going to have here is a little bit of a bio. So this is going to be about you personally, where you got your certifications, what began your journey to become the healing practitioner you are, that kind of personal information that can help a potential patient get to know you. So moving down, but still on this sidebar here, we have modalities. Now you can list as many modalities as you need, but something I would suggest when you're listing out your modalities is to really put yourself in the shoes of a potential patient or health client. What modalities are common out there? What modalities might they know or expect? What might they call your modality, even if you call it something else or have a special name or even have created your own? So when you're filling out these modalities, just remember to put yourself in the shoes of a client, because you'll be served up in search and filtering based on these modalities, as well as based on a number of other factors. Following up on that, we have your contact information, your website, your phone number, your hours, and the ability to contact you directly. Okay, I'm going to move over here to this middle section, the bulk of your profile. Of course, here we have basic, straightforward information, your practice name or your clinic's name, your address. Reviews are going to be moved down the page a little bit here. And then here we have something I want to spend some time talking about, and that is your specialties here in the dark color and the health issues you treat or address here in the lighter color. Now these are going to be two separate fields on the profile builder, and I'll point those out, but something to think about here is how you want to separate your specialties versus those things that you simply treat. Now specialties, I would choose just a handful of specialties, probably really 3 is the most I would choose, and I would choose these specialties based on those things that, if I'm a health practitioner, that I love to treat or that I have really, really great health outcomes in treating. And then the things here in the lighter color that are health issues, those are just things that I can address in my profession, in my modality, things that kind of come along with the territory. So it is important to really think about what niche you want to fill with these specialties versus health issues. Because again, there's enough people out there looking for answers that it's okay to get really narrow and really specific with what you're listing in these specialties categories. Moving down, this information is about your practice. So about your practice specifically, a little bit less about you as a person. This would be an appropriate area to list information that a new patient might want to know, to list any package information you might offer, or to list information about how your healing process works, whether you do a consultation up front or anything like that. This is where a new patient gets to understand a little bit about your practice before they choose to engage with you. Down here you'll have certifications, and this area collapses depending on the user's interest. Now here we have an area that's just viewable to other practitioners who are logged in to the Healing Local platform. Now this is an appropriate place to speak directly to your peers. You can talk about your healing philosophy, you can talk about how you like to handle referrals and how you like to work together with a referring practitioner. This would be a great place to talk about those types of clients that you like to see and those that you don't like to see. Again, this is just among peers, so you can feel free to be frank and to really ask your peers to refer the right patients to you, because you're going to be able to serve those patients better if they're the type of person that's a good fit for you. Okay, we're almost done. Moving on down, we have really broad categories of who you treat. Now this is a public field once again. Anyone will be able to see this. This is just a space again for you to say, oh, I tend not to treat children, or I tend not to treat infants, so I'm going to stick with the populations of men and women or things like that. Finally, down here we have images again of the clinic or of the practice or of you working with a patient or health client. This is a space for health clients to get a feel of what your practice really looks like. So there we go. This is the quick rundown of what the Healing Local portfolio actually looks like. Now we're going to head over to the profile builder and we're going to talk through how to add pieces of information that will be served up in this portfolio. Now we're over at the Healing Local profile builder, and my goal here is to just walk between the profile builder and the actual finished profile so that you have a visual reference of where the information is going to end up. So this is the first page, and this is easy stuff: practice name, physical address of the practice, phone number, website, practice hours. Notice that you can kind of skip days and list alternating hours for each day, and we're going to add an option to list by appointment only, and then work email. So this is very basic stuff. Most of this is going to show up right over here in the sidebar, with the exception of the practice name and address, which is right there. So easy stuff. Moving on to the next page. This next page is going to be a little bit more about the individual. So individual's name, gender, professional headshot, and I'm going to show you where this is going to end up. I'm just going to grab an example here. So this headshot ends up right here as this circle in the sidebar. So grab a good one. Bio, again, this is right over here in the sidebar about the practitioner. So a little bit more about yourself as an individual, how you got into the healing modality you chose. Okay, the next page, page 3 of the profile builder, starts with modalities. So modalities, as a reminder, are going to show up right here on the sidebar under your bio. You can go ahead and list as many modalities as you want, again, but just go ahead and be cautious. Think about what other people might understand about what you do, and you can go ahead and search. Start typing, and you can go ahead and grab the correct modality for you. Let's see, let's grab something else here. How about, let's see, body code. There we go. So I have a couple modalities I've listed here. You can just press the X to get rid of them. Certifications. Certifications, here you can add either just the abbreviation or the full name of your certification, and then what state you're certified in. You can add multiple certifications here just by clicking the Add button. Okay, health issues treated. Health issues treated, I'm going to head back over to the profile here. Health issues treated are going to show up right here in this lighter colored area. And again, these are just anything that you feel comfortable treating within the context of your modality and what you're allowed to treat or address, and how that goes. So go ahead and, I'm just going to grab a few things for example. Let's see. And again, you can go ahead and start typing, and anything that, that fits with what you've typed will go ahead and pop up there, so we can add quite a few things. Let's get rid of anxiety there. Again, press X to get rid of something. Areas of specialty is next. Areas of specialties are right here in this darker color. So these, again, just pick a few. Pick those things that you love to treat or that you have great outcomes in treating. You're really going to want to limit the number of things you say are your specialties so that you can kind of find your niche and really address those areas that you feel good about addressing. Let's see. So here's a good example. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of neck pain up here in the issues treated, and instead I'm going to make it a specialty. There's no need to repeat these two things. You're going to be served up in search and filtering. Your profile is going to be served up in search and filtering based on each of these two areas. So go ahead and avoid repeating those two things. So I'll put in another couple specialties and we'll go from there. There we go, bone spurs. All right. Now I'm going to pick a banner image, and I have an example here, and I'll just show you where this is going to show up. The banner image is going to show up right here at the top. It's really going to stand out, so you want to pick a good one. And then I can choose a couple files for my clinic, and this again is just to give a sense of what the client can expect, what your clinic looks like, or what it looks like to work with you. It can be you doing your modality, working with your clients, that kind of thing. Here's a little information about your practice. This is going to be right here. This is for patients broadly. So information about how your practice works. There we go. And on to the next page. So the next page is mainly for other practitioners. So there's which client demographics you tend to work with, and you can disinclude those that don't apply. And then what practitioners should know about you. So this can be about what clients you like to work with and those that you tend to avoid. That's right here, clients that are or are not a good fit for you, or potentially about your healing philosophy and how you work with other practitioners. So that's this information right here. Okay, so that is the Healing Local Profile Builder, and we'll head over to home and take a look at the profile I just built. And hopefully this is helpful in walking you through what your profile will end up looking like, where your different elements should play in. So we have headshot, banner, image, etc., etc. Okay, go ahead and contact us if you have any questions in the process of filling out your Healing Local profile. You can contact us by using the contact form, and we'd love to hear from you. We're so excited to help make your practice shine.